Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to draft a basic skirt. So for this tutorial you'll be needing your waist measurements, your hip measurements, the length of your skirt, and your hip point measurements. Okay, so guys, I'm going to be using the edge of my fabric to place my measurements. I'll start taking my measurements from there. So let's take the vertical measurements. So first of all, we're going to take the length. Ensure that your length is okay and you have allowance. So for mine, my length is 32 and I have 2 inches extra allowance. Okay, so now we're going to be using the edge for the waist, and then from there we'll mark out the hip point measurements. My hip point is 8 inches and I'm going to mark that out. The length of my skirt, like I said, is 32 inches and I have 2 inches extra. I'm going to go ahead and roll that out just as you see me doing. Okay, so guys, just go ahead and roll out straight lines. So guys, this is what we have for the vertical measurements, and we'll take our horizontal measurements now. So for my waist is 31. 31 divided by 4 gives me 7.75 inches, and I'm going to be marking that out at 7.75 inches. Okay, so come to the hip point line, and I'm going to take my hips divided by 4. My hips is 40 divided by 4, and I have 10 inches there. And at the edge of the fabric, I'm just going to reduce what I have at my hip by 1 inch, and I'm going to mark that at 9 inches. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and connect all the points together just as you see me doing. So go ahead and connect the points together just like this, and this is what we have. Next thing I'm going to do is to be adding 2.5 inches allowance to each side. So add 2.5 inches allowance to each side, your waist, your hip, and also the end of the fabric. Add 2.5 inches allowance. Okay, just as you see me doing, and I'm going to go ahead and connect all the points together. Okay, so go ahead and connect all the points together just as you see me doing. So guys, I'm just shaping the hip points to be curvy. Next, we're going to be placing our darts. So for my darts, I'm using my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 3.5 inches plus half inch. I'll mark it at 4. The the dart leg depth is 5 inches, and I'll mark that. And I'll come in by 4 inches. I'll come in by 4 inches at the dart leg, that depth, sorry, and I'm going to connect it together just as you see me doing. And then I'm going to place half inches on both sides, half inch on both sides, and I'm going to connect that into the depth of the dart just as you see me doing. Ensure to slant it just like this. So when you're sewing, you're going to follow this exact line to get the dart. Okay, so guys, this is what we have, and I'm going to go ahead right now to cut this out. But before that, I'll be extending the measurement to the end of the fabric. Okay, and then I'm also going to go ahead to notch where I have my dart, so that when I'm sewing it won't be difficult to locate. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that just as you see me doing, just a tiny notch. I also go ahead to cut this out just like this. So guys, this is what we have for the front. I'm also going to go ahead and notch where I have my allowance, so that when I'm facing the fabric I can stop at the notch. Okay, so this is what we have, guys. We're going to go ahead right now and cut out the back piece. Okay, so guys, I've gone ahead to lay out my fabric for the back, and I'm just going to be measuring 2 inches allowance from the midpoint for my zipper. So take 2 inches to the end of your fabric, This is going to serve as the zipper allowance, and I'm going to mark that out. So guys, after doing that, I'm going to go ahead and place the front on the back from where I mark the zipper, just as you see me doing. So we're going to place it like this. Ensure that you arrange it well. And we're going to go ahead and cut this out, just like this. So guys, this is what we have. Next we're going to do is to notch out where we have the darts for the back piece too, so that we'll be able to ensure that our dart is equal. And I'll also notch where I have my allowance for the back, so that when we're facing we can stop there. And I'm going to go ahead and split out the back. Okay, so I'm going to split it out at the middle, just as you see me doing. And I'm also going to go ahead and mark out the wrong sides, so that I will not make mistake when sewing. As you know, you're supposed to put right sides facing when you're sewing. And guys, this is what we have. Thank you so much guys for watching up until this point. I hope you find this video helpful. Kindly like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello guys.